It violated constitutional rights. That's what federal court papers filed Monday say about the raid carried out by ICE agents at the Nutrition Bar plant in Cato in September.
A lawyer for one of the 57 detained employees from the Nutrition Bar Confectioners, Argentina Juarez-Lopez, says evidence collected after her arrest should not be considered in her case by a judge. Tonight, we're getting a look at what happened the morning ICE agents arrived with those new court papers. The raid happened on September 4th. The U.S. Attorney's Office is prosecuting 5 people detained at the Cuyahoga County plant that day. Each faces a federal charge alleging they were previously found in this country illegally and deported. The I-Team's Mary Keeler has been following the story from the beginning. She joins us in studio tonight. Mary?
Yeah, good evening, guys. Argentina Juarez-Lopez went to work on September 4th and left shortly after in ICE custody. Tonight, her lawyer says she was taken without any proof she committed a crime and her rights were violated. The lawyer representing detainee Argentina Juarez-Lopez says the Cato raid is a, quote, prime example of systematic gross negligence of law enforcement's respect of constitutional rights. He says Juarez-Lopez, who is originally from Guatemala, was arrested without probable cause or warrants identifying her. He's now pushing for any evidence collected after her arrest to be dismissed from consideration in her case. In an affidavit obtained by the I-Team, she describes her job as an operator at the plant and her day starting on September 4th with cleaning the machines to prepare to make a new batch of nutrition bars. Around 9:15 a.m., she says she heard a commotion and a coworker running through the area saying police were at the factory. Juarez-Lopez then describes being startled by officers, some masked, armed, and motioning to head to the break room. Quote, every employee was herded like cattle, she says. She goes on to describe the crowded and hot room where each employee was questioned by agents while other officers blocked the exits. She says she asked to speak to a lawyer and never told the officer her name or immigration status at that point. Juarez-Lopez then describes a chain being placed around her waist and being handcuffed to it. She and other women were then driven in a van to a law enforcement facility where she had her picture and fingerprints taken. While waiting for that process, she describes using a metal toilet in front of at least 20 other people in a cell. Quote, it was humiliating, she says. Argentina says she was then locked in a cell there until September 7th with only a toilet, water fountain, and a small bench inside. She describes being fed the same meal 3 times a day and having a foam mattress to sleep on. I had no idea where I was going, and what was going to happen to me, she says. A day later, she was taken to federal court in Syracuse, where she learned she was being charged with re-entering the country illegally. Department of Homeland Security documents show she was previously deported in June 2024 back to Guatemala. So throughout the last 2 months, the I-Team has spoken with lawyers over that time who said there were real questions about constitutional rights with this raid in Cato, and now we're seeing some of those questions formally raised in federal court. We do know records show a jury trial in her case is scheduled for December 29th here in Syracuse. And coming up at 6, guys, we will hear from a lawyer working with several of these detainees who has more on why he believes this will hold up in court or not.
Yeah, this claim that it's not constitutional, right?
Yeah, and his argument, it's going to be one you're going to want to hear because it's not just about whether or not you were in the country after being deported. It is the manner in which they were detained.
And all the evidence was gathered at that company.
And it's that evidence after they were arrested and how that was done.
So we'll watch that trial getting underway in the next month or so. Mary, thank you.